Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. We are getting towards the end of the year, and you know it's really been a tough year. We've had a lot of challenges, and I hope that you're looking forward to 2021 stronger, bolder, healthier, to face whatever we need to face. All right. And so today I'm going to make two teas. I'm going to do a ginger tea and I'm going to do a sorrel tea. It's very quick, not a lot of boiling, just some infusion. I have some dried ginger here that I dried by the sun over the summer. Dried ginger, because I was planning on doing a ginger beer, and this is how my mom did ginger beer. She did it with fresh and dried ginger, because if you do ginger beer only with fresh ginger, it's going to be too hot, too strong, so you need to mix it. So what I'm going to do today, I'm not doing a ginger beer. And I like to do my ginger beer, you know, fermented, so it takes some days. So we're not gonna do this. We're just gonna do a quick tea with my dried ginger and a little bit of fresh ginger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to start boiling on the stove. I have a pot of water with about 4 cups of water. I'm going to put maybe half of this here and all of this. Gonna chop this up and put it in and then strain it with the skin and everything. And then I'm going to add some lime to it. And then after I do that, I'm gonna do my sorrel. I have 2 tablespoons of sorrel here, and I'm going to add some dried orange peel. Okay, so let's go to the stove and start making our tea. So here we are at the stove. The water is starting to come up to a boil, and I only have 2 cups of water here. And I have about this much of the dried ginger. If you chop it up, it's probably about a tablespoon. Gonna drop it in there. And then I'm going to drop my fresh ginger in here. You know, it's like half of this piece of ginger, like 1.5 inches. And this is coming up to a boil. And I'm going to let this simmer for only about 3 to 5 minutes. So you already know that ginger is so good to drink, to eat on a regular basis. I mean, it's good for your immunity, number one. It's good for the respiratory issues that is going on nowadays. It's good for blood circulation. We all know it's good for nausea, like pregnant women. If you're feeling a little morning sickness, ginger is great for that. And you know, many things. So it's a good thing, especially it's winter time now here in North America. It's cold. This is just a good thing to have on a regular basis. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the stove and let this sit for 10 minutes. So I'm back. I have my cute little teapot here. Going to put my strainer in this. I love this strainer because it has a pointy end. I think I need to, what I'm going to do, here is a little tip. If you don't have cheesecloth, You know, paper towels are really good for straining stuff. So there is a little hole in my strainer. I prefer this strainer. I have this roundish one, but this one goes inside the pot much better. But I'm going to put a piece of paper towel here, so it's going to pick up whatever bits and pieces. So I'm now going to pour. So this has been sitting here for 10 minutes, looking good, right? My sun-dried ginger has plumped up. You see? I'm looking forward to this tea. It's so cold today. Let's pour this ginger liquid into my teapot. And this teapot perfectly holds 2 cups. So there we have it. Let's move on to our sorrel tea. So for the sorrel, I'm only doing a tablespoon because I'm only doing a cup, 1 cup. You can double it up if you want more. This is about a tablespoon. So I'm going to put, because sorrel, if you put too much, it gets very acidic, and it's one of those plants that also have oxalic acid in it. So you have to be careful, especially if you're doing teas. You know, it's like green tea. If you leave it too long to steep, it gets bitter and rockish like. So you don't need a lot. I'm going to add some of my dried orange peel. This smells so good. So we know, you know, sorrel has lots of vitamin C, and it's good for respiratory situations, right? So when this comes to a boil, I'm going to turn off the stove and cover it for 10 minutes. It's just very quick, and you can do this. You don't have to, you know, boil the sorrel for hours and hours and do the drink. You can do that, but for me right now, because it's winter time, this is how I'm going to be drinking the sorrel. So I'm going to cover this, let it sit for about 10 minutes or maybe less. I think I'm gonna let it sit for like 5 minutes, and then I'm going to pour it in my teapot. Yes, so let me taste this. Yes, this is delicious. It's just right. Just right. Just the right amount of heat. Perfect. You can add some lime, just a little bit. This is so good. So cold today. Yes, this is This is even better with the lime, guys. Really good. So you make this and you can dry your ginger in your oven on very low heat, or if you have a dehydration setting, you can dry it overnight in your oven to have dried ginger, and of course it would last much longer. Look at how this looks from sitting for 5 minutes. It got really red, right? So I'll see, I have a cup here, I'll see if how it tastes. Maybe I might have to add some more water because I don't want it too strong. So let's pour this into the teapot. Perfect little teapot for 1 cup. So let's pour our sorrel tea. Beautiful, beautiful color. Not too strong. Let me take a taste before I add the honey. See, it's strong. It's very strong. I would add, I think for 1 tablespoon, you need 2 cups of water. Then again, if you want it strong, but remember, sorrel is a very acidic thing. And it has the oxalic acid. Yeah, this is good. You could also squeeze some fresh squeezed orange juice here as well to enhance the orange peel even more. So I would add another cup of water to this so it's not so pungent, you know. So anyway, guys, make these teas, keep warm, keep strong, keep healthy, and I'm going to see you next year. Take care.